Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Institute Centaurs mod, which is being made by users HCGX Grill and the Fried Turkey. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is a wonderful new mob for you to murder throughout the Commonwealth, and I love this thing. As well, it is adding an Institute Centaur, and one of the oddities for Fallout 4 was they took out the Centaur as the constant companion and pet of the super mutants like we saw in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, instead replacing it with the super mutant hound. But here's the thing though, there was concept art for a Centaur, and these wonderful mod makers decided to turn it into a reality, as you can see here. Look at that horrifyingly wonderful thing. It is just a monstrosity of science, and I love it. Now, the sort of lore idea behind this, like with these super mutants here in the Commonwealth, is that this was created by the Institute by mixing human and animal DNA with FEV to create this. And, yeah, it looks a heck of a lot more terrifying than the Centaur we saw in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, but it still does have that same spit attack, so it can hit you from both a melee as well as a little bit of range. Not too far out, but still, it can get you from a little ways away. And the combination of the two is actually pretty powerful, and considering this is actually a pretty tough beastie, I actually think it's a bit more of a thing to handle than these super mutant hounds, which makes it terrifying that, well, the hounds still exist and these two sort of kind of live side by side. You will, of course, find these anywhere that there are super mutants. There'll be a chance of one to spawn, but it seems, and also the mod page does say, that if it's an area normally where you'd have super mutants and hounds, you'll probably also get one of these beautifully horrible things. And it's quite the sight to turn a corner on a building and see one of these things sprinting at you, spitting, and then swiping away with its just horrifying claws. It's pretty great. Now, like I said, they are kind of a tough animal. They're not horribly tough, but for a character like this particular one, which is straight out of the vault, it would be something to handle. If we actually turn back on its AI, so it starts to attack us here, you can see it will come at you with both the spit attack that it just did, as well as melee strikes with the claws. And if we get out our gun just to see what one shot will do, that is as little of its health as it could take off. Now, this is a base level 10mm, but still, that's not a lot of damage done to this thing. It's a fairly tough beastie. And to put it down, we're gonna have to put a fair number of rounds into this thing before it succumbs. And as you can see, we can then loot off of its body Centaur meat, which, I mean, is a thing. It'll heal you a bit, but you're gonna get some radiation from it. And hey, if you're alright with that, have fun and feast away upon some FEV Centaur meat. Good times indeed. It's a pretty fun little monster. I've definitely been enjoying seeing it in the Commonwealth. It's not a hugely common occurrence in my experience, and going around, I hit up 12 different sites in the Commonwealth and only found these at 4 of them. But again, if I return to one of the ones where there wasn't one prior, there's a chance, of course, that it could spawn. And so yeah, it's a fun little monster being added in, and I very much do enjoy having the Centaur back in the Fallout universe here in the Commonwealth. It's just a cool little addition, and if you'd like to check it out for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description, as per usual. But that is gonna be it for today. I hope you all have enjoyed, and that you do come back for the next. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one!